First things first, you're in the wrong direction, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You don't need you there. Move, please. Thank you. Go over there to your spot. He's right there where I got to stand at. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. Now, in this test, we're doing against our FLE, our new FLE, and FLEG. This is the Infinity One Black Hazel QUASAR. This is a white level test where we show the screen's ability to produce better than a white screen, but also showing that it produces a quality that's better than a surface, again, that's not coated with our technology. Like I said, very important test to have to be done. All right, here's our meters on the floor next to Mr. Taco. I will turn them off and put it back on so you can see that the meters are not reading in the environment. That's how much light we have in here. I'm going to take my hand. I'm going to cover over the meter to show you that meters are working and reading. It's just that meters don't pick up in here. They don't work at all due to the fact that we have a lot of lighting in here, and that's the way I prefer it. All right, so let's begin. Let's see. White screen. All right, so there's our white levels right there compared to the black fabric and black everyday house paint. This is actually by Home Depot. It is called Dynasty Black, and there's the white surface. Red screen. As you see in the demonstration, that our technology picks up a much better red, a higher red. The white surface is not reading it correctly. The surfaces are not coated with our technology. It's coming up dark and dirty. Green screen. Purple screen. We like to show the colors first so that way you can get an understanding of what you're seeing. I see a lot of people doing blend-in colors. A lot of colors racing across the screen. You can't tell what's what. You have to be to see the solid color first. We do blue. I think we did blue already. Here we go. There's blue. And this is the reason why you have to calibrate your projector when using white and gray screens, because they can't read correctly. This is why you have to be stuck in dark environments, because your screen's not reading correctly. And there's nothing wrong with your projector in any way whatsoever, unless it's a knockoff. Because they have fake specifications, that's why. You're like, why knockoff? Because they have fake specifications. Specifications aren't real. All right. 4K Snow Screensaver. Get some more of these white levels. So as I told you before, that you're looking at a blinding white screen all day long. That's the only way you're going to be to see somewhat of a difference between our technology and a blinding white screen. But even on a white screen surface that's showing anything on it whatsoever, you're going to have contrast. Any black levels pop up on that white surface, they have to be 100% black, not gray. Any greens, blues, reds, purples, whatever, they're going to have to be the producer colors also. As people saying, well, your white levels are low. Well, here's the thing. Number one, it's a darker screen. But number two, again, versus the surfaces are not coated with the technology, we can show a difference between ours and something else. On top of that, unless you're looking at a blinding white screen all day long with no contrast and no color added to it, then there's going to be a slight difference there. You'll see that. But you'll see a change in it when you basically see a white surface that's producing the contrast levels and the color. That's why I like that demonstration, the food demonstration, because it displays everything. It shows white levels, it shows color, and it shows contrast. You have to be to read all that, not just the white levels, not just the colors. Let's go with, keep on going. I'm going to hit that one next. I got a lot of political blades on this one right here. I know it. Yep, here we go. Let's begin. So the madness. Nope. Let's keep going. There we go. Got past that one pretty quickly. That was pretty nice. Yep, there we go. Let's get to our white levels there. Now keep in mind that darker screens, black screens are not supposed to have the ability to produce in fully lit environments. And I get this from people on expert sites all the time. And fully lit environments, due to the fact that they are supposed to be a lower white level, therefore they have to be in dark environments to be able to enhance those white levels. Our technology doesn't have that issue, so we don't fall in that category. That's why I prefer to have my black screens in the most fully lit environments we can be in, especially when the meters aren't picking up. Hello, little buddy. How you doing? So we consider screen. That's what a guy said from Projector Central. I was talking. We said, man, if you figured out a way how to get a black screen to generate in that much light, so you're gonna be a millionaire. I've gotten offers, man. I've gotten offers you wouldn't freaking believe at the end of the day. Why'd I turn them down? Because I'm not charging a lot of money for my screens. Because that's what they want. They want to put up my screens up there, coated with some kind of really high-tech frame, and put this badge on it and put it with a projector package. I've been through it and I've seen it all before. And they're going to charge you thousands and thousands of dollars, which is something we don't want. So the option for me to sell out is always there. Do I want to sell out? No. I like my business. I like my company. I like what I get up and do every single day. And I like the fact that people can have better quality for less. When I go and talk to people and I show them the Flex technology, I got a bunch of PC buddies around the corner. I show them the technology we're working on. I say, yeah, man, they want freaking like $5,000, $3,000, $5,000 for one of those cases. That's a lot of money. Hey, computer parts and everything you got to pay for. And you got to turn around and spend $5,000 for a case. I'm like, oh, heck no. He said, man, you pull that off, man, we'll definitely come and buy it from you. I said, the whole purpose of what we do and everything that we do, everything we develop, whether it be projector mapping technology, gaming technology, visual effects, special effects, whatever it is, whatever we do, we make it so everybody can afford it. And we back it up with all tests behind it to make sure, because mind you, it ain't just the naysayers that come after us. It's the companies themselves that come after us. The companies that develop this stuff and they want to charge you tons of money, they'll come after us and say, hey, look, you got to back your product up, blah, 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 blah. Well, we got the test. Here you go, da, 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 da. We can back up everything that we do. So, no, it's not about them at the end of the day. It was never about them. They just get in the way all the time. We got to crush them from time to time. No, we have big companies that we develop technology and they'll come in and say, well, comparison to this, comparison, whatever. I can operate in fully lit environments. You guys can't go in there because I've studied and watched your technology for years, and you guys use those ambient light controlled environments as a crutch and high power projectors. We don't do that. So we save the customers money on no expensive projectors, not to be subjected to dark environments and still maintain a beautiful image. Like I said, perfect example, the smoke shop. It would have cost them thousands of dollars if they would have tried to embed that technology through a window, and the projector alone sitting behind it would have cost them thousands of dollars also. We were able to do it for much cheaper than that. So that's what they don't like about me. Big companies don't like us because we won't basically sell our products at a ridiculous high price. So basically it doesn't make them look bad. And people who make screen paint products don't like us because they are pushed to do the same thing we're doing. Now keep in mind, you don't have to do the same thing. You have to show that your product is tested. It's basic. Before you can sell your stuff, it all has to be tested. You can't go in there with the high power projector and say, voila, we're done. You can't do that. It has to be tested. So they don't like that part. They can't stand the batch number verifications. They hate those things. But if you are sitting there, you make a product and you hate a batch number verification, then that means at the end of the day, you're ripping people off. Because who would be afraid of that? No one's saying you got to follow our standards. That's virtually impossible. But you're going to have to follow some standards somewhere along the line. And if you're selling a gray screen paint product, question, what's the difference between your product and all those great paints sitting out there in Home Depot, Lowe's, and all Benjamin Moore, whatever? What's the difference? Because I have to see a difference. Before I give you a dime of my money, I have to see a difference. I have to know that your product is fully tested. It's going to work on my projector quite nicely. It's going to work in my environment. I need to know what time of the day that screen is going to be able to activate. What's the narrow viewing cone on it? There's questions that people are going to ask at the end of the day. What is the paint down requirement for this? How long is this going to take? Is it a difficult paint down? Is it going to be an easy paint down? How long does the screen dry? That's all kinds of questions you're going to ask. And you have to have that information there. And most importantly, what is the gain on your screen? Got to be the answer to those questions. Can't just make it up as you go along. There are people on this planet that have magical powers, and their powers are they can see through bullcrap. So yeah, when you're in there doing all that stuff and talking all this nonsense, people can see it. You got to back it up. Anytime you see me on camera talking, I'm always backing it up. Every single time. Now, if all my stuff is showing that we're doing these tests, first beginning, every screen pen we ever developed, we've always shown the test demonstrations. If we're doing this, how come everybody else is not? But yet we're the ones questioned the most. Well, I told you how we're going to handle it at the end of the year. I'm dead serious. You think I'm joking on that? Yeah, I'm going to go through people's specification sheets. Make sure you're telling the truth at the end of the day. Consumer does not need to get ripped off. If some people think, oh, he's doing that for a competition. No, we can develop a technology in 20 minutes and just wipe the entire list clean if we want to. But I choose not to because, again, I like for people to make their own money, but I want people to tell the truth. Because, again, you see those PC parts, those machines over here? You see that right there, right? It's a lot of work to build these machines, okay? So, all those parts that I have sitting on that machine, I have specifications on them. They tell me what those parts do. So in order for me to be able to put my machines together to build my computers, I got to know these parts are doing exactly what they say they're doing. If they're over there embellishing the truth and not telling the truth about these parts over there, I'm going to have a problem when I get them over here because I'm going to know. I'm definitely going to know if they do exactly what they're designed to do. And especially the liquid cooling systems, because CPUs sit on these things, and if that cooling system doesn't work, I'll lose my CPU. It's gone. It could short out my board, it could take out my video card, anything could happen if that piece of equipment right there doesn't work. So with that being said, I have to deal with companies I can trust. And by my knowledge of what I know, it's not your fault, Taco. By my knowledge of what I know what to look for. I know what to buy. But the problem is for a person who's buying for the first time, they might not know what to look for, what to buy. That's why it's good that companies educate them by giving the information that they need, by having the knowledge of what they have to educate that customer on what they're buying. But if you're lying from the door about your products, you're not educating the customer. You're cheating them at the end of the day. And they're going to find out. Simple and plain. Skyworth food demonstration. Skyworth food demonstration. So that's the thing people don't understand. They don't get that part. We can lie and don't tell the truth, and the customer is just going to paint it on the screen, and he or she is not going to think about it. Yes, they are going to think about it. Yes, they are. Especially if they pop into one of my videos, because that's going to get the brain ticking like, I wonder if he's right about matching regular house paint. And they're going to go to Home Depot, they're going to buy regular house paint, they're going to paint it on a surface, put it against the screen and go, oh shoot. And that's what happened. I was doing these videos over and over again talking about this, and then basically the person actually doing it, you sparked the curiosity. So what they did was they walked over. I would have did the same thing too. If I saw that happen on YouTube, I was like, I wonder. I'd have walked right to Home Depot and say, okay, got this paint, came back, and like, oh shoot, he's right. He's definitely right. Yeah. Definitely right. And again, can they say, well, he's wrong because our stuff is tested? No, your stuff is not tested. You don't even have a batch number sitting on these things, on your products. So you can't do it at all, period. Now, if I do a demonstration like this, I show this off, my customers, everybody's seeing this. Somebody comes in and puts black paint up there and says, hey, this is how your product looked. We can say, nope, didn't look that way because we did these tests already from the door before you got the product. Before you can even buy the product, these tests were done. And not only that, your product had a batch number verification, which means we redid these same demonstrations again before you got the product. Good luck on court with that one. That's not going to go well for you. So that protects my company. On top of that, it gives a guarantee to the customer that the product is working before it's shipped to them, knowing the nightmare that they could basically end up unfolding of buying a product and literally you could have went to Home Depot or Lowe's and did it for much, much cheaper. We're going to do the whole part of this. I like doing the long way because I like to show up the colors and white levels. Showing our technology. That's why I said people doing standalones, stop doing standalones. It's going to hurt your product. You have to do comparisons. You can do standalones later on, but you have to show those comparisons. They have to be shown. Popped right over to Home Depot, picked up a gallon of that sampler of the Dynasty Black. It's the darkest one they have over there. So that's why we show you the color levels first, white levels first, so you can see the reaction, what you're going to get. And this is why I said at the end of the day, without our technology, a projector does not function correctly. Now, for those saying, oh, but there's others, pick one. Certifies, been there and done them already. What about white screens? Bam. What if you go out and you get basically black surface, black paint, it'll do the same thing? Ta-da. What about gray screens? Again, can't express that one enough. Can't read the infinity level. Picks up a poor white level. And then the screen can't see color correctly. We've tested them dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Matter of fact, I got certified right behind me that's in gray. What about dark gray? Got that over there too, no problem. We've covered everything. And if they sit there and make statements by saying, hey, this product doesn't work, it's really a scam, we have something called match your betters. Get to work. Yeah, that cuts down a lot of nonsense from the door. If everything we have here is fake, like I said, anytime someone can walk through. Unlike what their apartments or their home is, you got business people walking in and out of your unit. You don't, do you? Are you in a commercial environment? You're not, right? Are you using commercial light in your environment? No, you're not. All right, then. So that means I can call up any client, anybody I want through here to see this technology. And you can't do that. And to keep in mind, the environments in here all have the same lighting. So they're going to know if I dim the lights for the screen, because they have to dim the lights for the screen to get the white screen to work and the environments they have in the building. And they come here and go, oh, wow, look at this. Looks just like a TV. Yep. That's the first thing I got asked by the owner of the building. The first thing he asked me, about my technology. So what? He said, what if somebody just takes a black tablecloth or a piece of fabric or black paint? Want to do the same thing? And I was like, no, we have those tests. I pulled up my phone and showed him the test. Now he can come in here and see it himself for his own 2 eyes and just look right at it. And these are the tests we're going to be doing all over Allentown when we show off our technology. And keep in mind, if you're going to be on this platform, those people that are trying to get here, let me explain something to you. You're going to do tests like this all the time. Every single day, you're going to be doing these tests. Not one time and try to skim past it and never ever want to do it again. No, you will do it every single time. You want to roll out here with the big dogs, you want to go to the expos and all that stuff, you're going to do these demonstrations. Over and over again. So, you're going to have to be used to it. Well, actually, I'm not used to it. I love doing it. That's why we do it. We like doing the tests. All right, we did the long way around. Did we not, people? Yes, we did. Took the long way around. All right, there we go. All right, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I'm Kenneth Bird from Black Series Edition LLC and Mr. Top over there, knocked out. He woke up now. And over there, he's just chilling. And I hope you enjoyed the test. We're going to be adding these to our website. So you can check them out. I got some more videos to load up there myself on some other tests we just did. You can go to our page, our shopping page, the shopping marketplace, and you can scroll down and you can see all test demonstrations on black versus black. As I said before, this is a very extremely important test that needs to be done. Again, I can't express this enough. If you have a gray screen, don't use a black surface. And dark environments, stop using the dark environments and the ultra short throw nonsense. You have to do gray versus gray. That's how it has to be done. Different assortments of gray paints, different assortments of gray fabrics, and you would do this multiple times over and over again in different environments. On top of that, the same wall every single day. No, we got to switch that up. Move it around a bit. Because right now, this is our platform we're setting up. I got 67 locations to go to. 67 locations where we're going to be doing the same demonstration. I want my website, when I get done, filled with multiple locations of different commercial environments that are maxed out. That's what I want for my videos. That's why if you go to the site and you notice the videos are not on there, that's what we're waiting for. All right, with that being said, hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Thank you for your time. And of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. If it weren't for him, none of this would be possible. Gotta go, and God bless.